Okay, well, here we are again. So, if I remember correctly, kind of last time we said we were kind of done with all of Brittle Hollow, but I kind of poked around off camera a bit and actually managed to find the proper way to get to the Southern Observatory. And it's actually from below, but not the way we tried to go last time, but it's somewhat different path from the gravity cannon, right? So when I first got to the gravity cannon, which is not here as I had hoped. Oh, this is gonna be rough. When I first got to the gravity cannon, I actually saw the sign that said like, oh yeah, Southern Observatory this way. But I never followed up on that, so I just kind of forgot about it, and yeah, then didn't go there. So yeah, I'm planning to do that this episode, but the path is kind of tricky to take, and I might kind of just pause. And once I've shown kind of how to get there, I might pause the recording until I get there. And right, so this is the gravity cannon, and then we follow this path which says Southern Observatory, but for some reason just didn't go there. Right, and then you have to kind of we use this. It's kind of trippy, but hey, gets the job done, right? And you can see that down there, that's the South Pole with all the ice, kind of stalactites. Going down there, this is a bit close. Still don't feel really safe handling this suit. Weird glow there, but okay. And then right, so okay, where do I have to go? Kind of around here, and you will see. So I mean, this part is somewhat dangerous, but okay. So and then at this point, here you have to boost yourself up into the thing. And right, and here there's the part where I actually fell down last time and nearly did right now. So you have to kind of get over there to the wall, and then usually the path. Okay, so the path takes us up a bit further, and then it would go across the ceiling. But as you can see, there are some gravity crystals missing, and instead we're going to boost ourselves over there. Okay, worked this time. Like, the first time I kind of tried to jump and fell down, so but this seems like pretty reliable method. Okay, and then we're here, and then we still have some jumping to do. Actually don't know whether this will do the job. Seems to be able to do the job. Nice. Okay, and then that's the entrance, I guess, and but I didn't poke around kind of like down here and stuff. Maybe we can actually find out. What is that? That looks like a completely alternate route. Maybe that is But okay, so before we do anything stupid, let us actually first... Before we do anything stupid, he said, nearly jumping down that ledge. Let us get up there. And how do we do that? Well, right. Oh, let's try to... Nope. That's a nope. Okay, so... Guess I'll be seeing you in a minute when I'm back there. Okay. Okay. And we're back here. Let's see whether I can do this one more time. And I actually also hope that we even have enough time left in the cycle now to see everything. It would be really sad if we got there and then there wasn't enough time or something like that, you know. That would be kind of bad. Okay, we know this works. And then we have to go over there, I think. Okay, and just let the momentum carry you. And actually at this point now, I think it's pretty safe to say that we will make it. Right, and now we're in. And the first thing I'm gonna do is open this hatch. Or rather this entrance, and this is where you can come in from the outside. This is a Revex vessel, and this is where we kind of stood and where the ball, this energy ball was missing on the other side, I think. But from the inside you can open this. Okay, and then there's also a projection thing here, so I haven't looked at this so far, right? So that's something I should say here. So now we can get a glimpse at what it's like inside Giant's Deep, and this looks just as wild as all the other things did. Right. But more importantly, we might be able to get some writing. Ooh, it's a more spiral than usual. Cassava, Konoe, Daza, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Konoe, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. That's also the same person. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? Konoe, my gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Konoe, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. The trailhead starts at Brittle Hollow's equator. Interesting. So I kind of assume that these orange ones are being projected from somewhere else to here, and the blue ones are written from this location, and that's kind of... So this this kind of exchange in particular seems to suggest that. Right, but so these are the kind of whirlwinds. That's the Giant's Deep recreation, I assume. Oh, and it blows you away. I did not really want to go inside that, but okay. Let's also read this. Cassava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. Spire, an update. It's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically use to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Kona is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. I very much wanted to make a model. Okay, so this is the one. Right, this one pushes me down. That goes anti-clockwise. Okay, and this is the one going clockwise, which pulls me up. Okay. So if they're going kind of to the right during head on, then they are pushing down, and otherwise they're pushing up. Okay. So what is up here? Oh, I'm sorry, I hope the audio didn't blow out. I'm sorry. Oh wow, okay. What is this? No? What's happening? Ah, okay, so it's knowledge. Okay, so you can see these golden spheres that presumably represent the various planets. Ah, this is Timberhar. And this is the Ash Ember Twin. This is Giant's Deep. Further out and much larger. This then should be Dark Bramble. Even further out. Oh, and this is the Eye of the Universe. What is happening? I mean, there it is, right? Oh, there are many of them. Okay, let's read these messages. What have we learned thus far in our search for the Eye of the Universe? Those of us on the vessel originally followed the Eye signal to this star system, but we were unable to warp to the Eye itself. Oh, sorry. The locator we built on the Atzerock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the Eye's signal. Suppose the Eye doesn't wish to be found. How can you suggest that? Oh my god, I'm missing one here. Hypothesis: the Eye has stopped emitting the signal. Okay, doesn't wish to be found. How can you suggest that? The Eye's signal called out to summon us to this star system. I'm aware I grew up hearing the Eye's story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the Eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. This would mean the Eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous range. Yes, that seems correct. This is really wild. I have no idea why they are going kind of in and out. No. Shit. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the Eye of the Universe? As we couldn't find the eye signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue the search method, says Privet. Mellow, we know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. Mellow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for this problem. Have you spoken with Rami and Pi about the technology they're developing? Ooh. We'd need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch. And it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. Okay, so that's the cannon we see when we wake up, right? Probably. I mean, that's a cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep? Seems only... Okay, I don't know at this point what this kind of thing, entire thing is supposed to tell us. I mean, it just seems to suggest that there's not much happening in terms of actually locating the eye from this point either. Right. That's... okay, and at this point I'm kind of tempted to make a quick run for the Amber projection stone and put it in here. But maybe that wouldn't do anything either. I mean, we won't get anything done really in this cycle. So yeah, why not do that? And this time we can go in from the outside. That's kind of the nice thing there. This is how that works. Ooh, we're approaching quickly. Alright, and it's still spinning because I was there mere minutes ago. Let's hope we can get in quick enough and make the trip round and not forget the projection stone. Want to get in there. Let me in. Okay. Ah, hurry up. I find this so disorienting every time, even though... Okay, let's get down, let's grab the projections. Where is it? Alright, it's up. It's on the top floor. Isn't it? It is. Okay, let's walk. Hurry up! Oh, this will be close. We also have to cross the entire planet. And I fear that on the next cycle the door won't be open again, right? I mean, that wouldn't really make sense if it would was open still. Ooh, don't go too fast or too slow. Actually, don't go at all. Okay, I'm dead. I'm pretty much dead here, I think. Oh, can I get there? Nope. Yeah, I think at this point we don't really have much of a chance to get there in time. Sadly. Sadly. And it's also, I mean, it just gets harder because the surface kind of, yeah, I mean, you saw it. The surface slowly breaks down, right? Just gets harder to get there. Yeah, this looks bad. That looks really bad. I don't know. This is the kind of path we took last time, right? I want to get there so badly. Yeah, our ship is also... Shit. This is bad. Really bad. I think our only chance is to kind of... we have to get there. How are we gonna do that? Okay, maybe from here I can go up. I don't really believe this would be a miracle. What? Okay, at least. Run. Yeah, it's not happening, right? Nope. Sun is exploding. Ah. There it goes. Okay, so and then I guess I just rerun this entire process, hopefully without failing the first time around. And yes, and then yeah, you will see me just kind of when I get there with the stone, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we just, or I just wasted the entire cycle, but that's okay. Okay. That's cool. See you. Okay. So here we go. I did it kind of quite differently this time. Oh, so now I have to find the exit. That's my ship. Where's Felix's ship? There. So there's the entrance. I landed kind of at the North Pole, right? And then flew with my jetpack to the gravity cannon, came to this place, the observatory, from below as before, opened the door, then jumped down, which was actually hard since because at that point I was just a few, well, not too much time had passed, and well, therefore the surface was mostly intact, and then I kind of stumbled around trying to find a hole to get to the black hole, and ultimately ended up at Riebeck's camp, then jumped down into the black hole, and took my then warped to the North Pole with the white hole station, and then flew with the ship over here because that way the collapsed ground wouldn't kind of bother me at all. And I did all that for nothing. Great. Nice. Ah, that's glorious. Okay, I mean we had we saw this before. Now in the dark. I mean that doesn't make it any more. Well, doesn't give me any more insights actually. So yeah, sadly not the. I wonder, can we? No. Can only ever remove one of them, right? Maybe we actually have to get this piece to, I don't know, Giant Steep? I have no idea really. Okay, but I think at this point there's really nothing else to do. We read all the scrolls that are here, I think. That's just wild. Yeah, and you can see all the spiky eyes. But yeah, I mean, this is just madness. Okay. But I'm sorry for the probably heard those notifications. Okay, that's nice. We got to the observatory, and then now next time I also saw when kind of uploading the videos that there was. So let's see whether I can remember this. So this is right way, so that takes me down. Oh, and you can also tell, right? That takes me down. Yes, and this one takes me up. There you can see kind of inside there are these rings moving upwards. Okay, so that shouldn't be too hard to notice when we're there. There's nothing else in here, right? Weirdly deformed now. But anyways, okay. So that's the Southern Observatory. Sadly I won't end the. Oh well, we can end the episode at a campfire. Of course. Maybe. No promises. Just give me a second. Ta-da! And there we are at I guess Felsbars camp, but I path across from my campsite. I think this is Felsbars camp, right? I don't know. Okay, let's get this shit. I'm kind of disappointed that this didn't work, but okay. Yeah. So then see you next time. The next episode will probably then begin back at the usual campfire, right? Where the on Timber Hearth. And then I guess we can explore Timber Hearth itself, and maybe also go to the dark side of the Astro Rock. Okay, so see you then.